Good morning po! Good morning! Welcome po sa Department of Public Works and Highways, Sorsogon 2nd District Engineering Office, Barangay Payawin, Gupat, Sorsogon. Today is August 14, 2026. Scheduled for today's opening bids is for the contracts 26FL0019, construction of water system level 2, Barangay Gogon and San Isidro, Prieto, Diaz, Sorsogon, Cluster 9, Barangay Gogon, Prieto, Diaz, Sorsogon, Barangay San Isidro, Prieto, Diaz, Sorsogon. 26FL0024, construction completion of multipurpose building, daycare center, Barangay Talisayan, Prieto, Diaz, Sorsogon, Barangay Putiao, Barcelona, Sorsogon, and Barangay Talisayan and Putiao, Sorsogon, Barangay Talisayan, Prieto, Diaz, Sorsogon, Barangay Putiao, Barcelona, Sorsogon. Present here today for today's opening bids are the following: Joanna C. Calagos, Back Chairman; Levi D. Pula Jr., Back Vice Chairman; Jessalu R. Almia, Back Member; yours truly po, David P. Almilian, TWGL; Cecil L. Lucin, Back Member; Glenn L. Inicio, Back Secretariat; Rebecca H. Elmino, Back Secretariat; Nathaniel B. Alegre, Back Secretariat; Melody P. Navarro, Back Secretariat; Maricel D. Isico, Back Secretariat; Ruby Ann Piao, Back Secretariat. Madam Chair, for today's opening bids, meron na po tayong quorum.
Okay, since the form was declared, this opening of bids is called to order.
Madam Chair, proceed po tayo sa ating next contract with contract ID 26FL019, construction of water system level 2, Barangay Gogon and San Isidro, Prieto, Diaz, Sorsogon, Cluster 9. Location, Barangay Gogon and San Isidro, Prieto, Diaz, Sorsogon. Approved budget for the contract is 9,800,000 pesos only, with a contract duration of 104 calendar days. Madam Chair, for this contract po, this back office received one bid manually and wala pong nag-submit through our electronic submission of bids. May request the back secretariat to please retrieve the bids from the documents. Madam Chair, ito po ang kanilang bids, properly labeled, sealed, and signed from Kaila Construction Supply. May request sa back secretariat to please open the bids po. Madam Chair, proceed na po tayo sa opening ng eligibility and technical documents of Kaila Construction Supply for 26FL009. While we're opening the technical proposal, may request sa back secretariat to please simultaneously process the eligibility through our civil work application. Job certificate of registration valid until August 12, 2027. Pickup license and registration. Bid securing declaration. Signed and notarized. Organizational chart for the contract. Signed. List of contractors' key personnel to be assigned to the contract. Signed. Supported by key personnel certificate of employment. Signed and notarized. The nominated accredited project engineer is Engineer Amy Jane Nuevo. The nominated accredited materials engineer Engineer Froilan O. Comingo. List of contractors, major construction and laboratory equipment units to be assigned to the contract. Signed. supported by a statement of availability of major construction equipment signed and notarized with attached proof of ownership of equipments. List of contractors' laboratory equipment units to be assigned to the contract. Signed with attached proof of ownership. Omnibus sworn statement. Signed and notarized. Statement of all ongoing government and private construction contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started. Signed. Statement of single largest completed government and private construction contracts similar in nature. Signed. NFCC with an NFCC of 1,455,864,909 pesos and 44 centavos. Sufficient. Affidavit of disclosure of no relationships signed and notarized. Sworn affidavit of eligibility and beneficial ownership signed and notarized. Compliance with DO9 signed and notarized. Integrity pledge signed. August. I-report ko na, i-report ko na. Maano na kita, mabuto mo na i-check ko na. Madam Chair, I have here with me the results of eligibility processed to our civil work application, and upon careful evaluation, Madam Chair, it was found that Kaila Construction and Construction Supply has an expired field job certificate of registration and expired pickup license. How should I check?
Okay. Madam Chair, I move that we check again the bid doc, technical of Kaila.
There's an
If
attached.
there's an attached pickup and field jobs.
Madam Chair, I have with me an updated field job certificate of registration, platinum membership for Kaila Construction, valid until August 12, 2027. And pickup license, registration date valid until June 22, 2028. Ang validity period man course licensing niya is July 8, 2027.
Okay, Madam Chair, as Kaila Construction Supply passed eligibility and technical requirements, I move that we proceed to open the financial proposal.
Okay, proceed.
Financial proposal 26FL0019 Kaila Construction Supply. Bid form, summary bid prices, bill of quantities, detailed estimate, summary bid prices, cash flow, bid amount, 9,702,074 pesos and 61 centavos. Only none, wala pong discount na offer. Madam Chair, next contract po scheduled for today is 26FL0024 construction, completion of multi-purpose building, daycare center, Barangay Talisayan, Prieto, Diaz, Sorsogon. and Barangay Putiao, Barcelona, Sorsogon. Location, Barangay Talisayan, Prieto, Diaz, Sorsogon, and Barangay Putiao, Barcelona, Sorsogon. Approved budget for the contract is 4,950,000 pesos only, with a contract duration of 115 calendar days. Madam Chair, for this contract po, this back office received one bid manually and wala pong nag-submit through our electronic submission of bids. May I request the back secretariat to please retrieve the bids from the bid box. Madam Chair, ito po ang kanilang bids, properly labeled, sealed, and signed. May I request the back secretariat to please open the bids po. Madam Chair, proceed na po tayo sa opening ng eligibility and technical documents for Double R Construction and Supply. While we're opening the technical documents, may request sa back secretariat to please simultaneously process the eligibility through our civil work application. Bid securing declaration, signed and notarized. PhilJEP Certificate of Registration, valid until June 10, 2027. DTI, valid until November 27, 2028. Mayor's Permit, Municipality of Lubat, valid until December 31, 2026. Tax Clearance, valid until April 28, 2027. Statement of all ongoing government and private construction contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, signed with attached proof. Statement of single largest completed contract, which are similar in nature, signed with attached proof. Notice of award, contract agreement, final acceptance report, certificate of acceptance, pickup license and registration, organizational chart for the contract, list of contractors' key personnel to be assigned to the contract with their qualification data, signed, supported by key personnel certificate of employment, signed and notarized. The nominated accredited project engineer is Engineer Harcy J.A. Alianza. The nominated accredited materials engineer is Mario Homo II. List of contractors' major construction and laboratory equipment units to be assigned to the contract, signed, supported by a statement of availability of major construction equipment, signed and notarized, with attached proof of ownership of equipment. Omnibus form statement, signed and notarized. Sworn affidavit of eligibility and beneficial ownership, signed and notarized. Affidavit of disclosure of no relationship, signed and notarized. Audited financial statements. NFCC with an NFCC of 96,091,613 pesos and 62 centavos. Signed. Compliance with DO9 Integrity Pledge. Madam Chair, I have here with me the results of the eligibility process to our civil work application. And upon careful evaluation, Madam Chair, it was found that double R construction passed the eligibility requirements.
Madam Chair, as double R construction has the eligibility and the requirements, I move that we proceed to open the financial proposal.
Okay, please proceed.
Financial Proposal 26FL0024 Double R Construction and Supply. Bid form, summary bid prices, bill of quantities, detailed estimate, summary of unit prices, signed, cash flow with amount 4,847,676 pesos and 25 centavos only na wala pong discount na offer. Madam Chair, we have finished the bid, opening the bid scheduled for today.
Okay, so reminders po, all submitted documents for the annual bid evaluation. The above preserves the right to reject any and all bids if they are failure of bidding or not award the contract in the situations under section 17 in the implementing rules and regulations of the Republic Act 009 or the New Government Procurement Act. For compliance under section 61 in the implementing rules and regulations of the Republic Act 009, members of the BAC, its staff and personnel, Secretariat and DPWH as well as observers are prohibited from making or accepting any communications with any bidder regarding the evaluation of their bids until the issuance of the notice of award. However, the BAC through its Secretariat may ask the bidder in writing for clarification of its bid. All responses to requests for clarification shall be in writing. So may mga questions pa po, clarifications. So since we